This conference will now be recorded.
Hey team, I wanted to take you quickly through the beta go live for dasinc.com. We're at beta URL. Pretty cool site. It's got actually two full websites, all supported by one backend. So this, what you're looking at here, is what we call the public facing website. So it's pretty much content. This design was originally rolled out in June of 2016. So we've come back to it since then, but primarily kept all the original design. So some cool mega menus, that you see here, a couple different types of menu structures. If I get into an example here, they have left-hand menus throughout a lot of their content. Again, kind of an older design look, but way better than their existing website. For example, if you were going to just look at this, you can see here, this is their existing website, so pretty old. So we're excited that this is getting out there. The resource library is pretty cool. This is a new feature for us that houses all of these documents, some formulas, I guess, that they have for different things. They're still updating some of their imagery, but didn't want to keep it from going live, and video, which is pretty cool. So if I search here, for example, Garmin, it's a pretty responsive predictive search, and it comes quickly up with some good examples and then plays videos in flight, etc. So this is a pretty cool resource library that they have in fact, and this is actually shared between the two websites also, which makes it great. So the logged in version and the public version. So here you have some item lists and publishers that are producing data information, in this case news and media. They also do one for trade shows. So outside of that, it's pretty straightforward, standard content. And then when you log in to the website, I'm gonna have to do that again. You can see here there's a different URL for what they call their catalog site or their logged in site. Let's see if I can get in here. When logged into the website, this is fully e-commerce. Primarily, there's a little bit of content, but I'm seeing the site. We use permissions because I'm impersonating DAS distributors. They're a TC, what's called a TC account, which is truck center. And so they see TC type content. So this would be like for a truck stop or something along those lines. We do have account information here that's pulled in. We're making some actually changes to this right away. We use our impersonation that we've updated recently. It's not probably the newest version of impersonation, but was one along the way. They show web orders and invoices from separately. Web orders generated from Dynamic Web, invoices came in from their AS400. There's a cool feature here actually, if we go redesign the mobile menu actually today, or the mega menu today for products. So that's going to be released. Left-hand categories. This is a third-party filter system that pulls in. You can see here just a lot of left-hand filter options. So we decided to implement this solution for both subcategories and brands, just because it has such a vast amount of information. So we did that. You can see here you can apply after you've made those selections. We have a live pricing, and also live inventory call. So this inventory is pulling in and view only, but it's showing us the inventory that's available by each of these warehouses, Pennsylvania, Utah, and Virginia. That's kind of an FYI only for somebody that might be placing an order. And then they can come here. This is pretty straightforward product detail page. All of this information is backed by AS400 here in terms of the product information. And then we have this cool feature called collect. So I can collect it, and then kind of like favorites, it adds it to this list. And then I can either print it with or without pricing. So this is kind of a cool way that they can create. I'll show you here. It takes a minute to load. This is not super fast, but I'll show you. If you have 6 items in this list, you can actually create 6 on a page. Or if you select one item, it prints just a single product. So I'll give that a second to load. Here we go. And then you can see here, we basically pull in all the information directly from the PDF and just display it with account pricing, with no pricing, or with retail pricing. And then they can provide this to their clients or and to an account or something like that. And I'll just remove this here since I'm using a test account. The other functionality for this, again, redoing the mega menu today, we have some interesting places. Let's see, checks in the cart and so forth does not depend on any type of like inventory availability. You can actually place an order even if there's zero. So we made a lot of changes through this in the last couple of years as we've gone through to redo this project, and you can get all the way through here. And then some customers have the opportunity to actually add a drop shipping, which is pretty cool. They can add drop shipping. It charges them a $3 drop ship fee, I believe. And that's done right there. Again, I'm going to clear my cart here since I'm in a customer demo. Straightforward. Outside of that, I'll send a separate video that shows you a scanned it functionality. If I go here, one thing that you'll see, let me see if I can actually get it to work here. One of the things you'll see is that this scanned it label becomes available. And if I click on that, it actually gives me the capability to use my camera. This was something that we did in Volutone once upon a time. It's fully functional here. And I'll actually, again, I'll send a separate video to show myself actually using that. Okay, well, I hope that was fun. If you have any questions about the project or any of the included features, don't hesitate to reach out. We're beta live, as I mentioned, with the customer. They'll go beta live for a couple months, actually, and then roll it out fully after a trade show this summer. So that's the goal currently. All right, thanks all.